Hey guys, so today I'm going to be reviewing Captain America Civil War. Captain America Civil War is the 13th film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and the third film in the Captain America trilogy. It was released the same year as Batman vs. Superman, and while Batman vs. Superman got panned by critics and kind of disappointed at the box office, it didn't flop, but they're expecting it to make $1 billion, and it only made like a little over 800 million. Captain America: Civil War was praised by critics, and it made $1 billion, or maybe a little over that. And some fans even consider it to be the best film in the trilogy. While I disagree, I do think it's a pretty good movie. I think it's a great movie, actually. But I like Winter Soldier a little better. Now, because this movie adapts the Civil War comic, which is kind of polarizing, they had to bring in other heroes. So, in this movie, we're introduced to the MCU interpretation of both Black Panther and Spider-Man, who are played wonderfully by Chadwick Boseman and Tom Holland, respectively. And some other heroes from past movies made a return as well. Specifically, the Avengers and Ant-Man. And so yeah, I gotta say, it does what most superhero movies fail to do. It actually improves on its source material, and because what I didn't like about the comic was that each it was pretty obvious which side they wanted you to root for. It was all black and white. Cap was the good guy, Iron Man was the bad guy. But in this movie, there's actually some little gray areas. There's reasons to root for Cap, and there's reasons to not root for Cap, and there's reasons to root for Iron Man, and there's also reasons to not root for Iron Man. So yeah, neither side is portrayed as the villain. And speaking of which, the villain is the one thing that keeps this movie from being perfect. Mainly because he was while Zemo was well developed as a character, I didn't like that. Like, his plans seemed to be based solely on convenience, and to me, that kind of took me out of his. That kind of took me out of the movie whenever he was on screen a couple times. But overall, other than the villain, this movie is amazing. And if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. And while I do think it's better than First Avenger, it's not quite as good as Winter Soldier. So I'm going to give Captain America Civil War 4.5 stars out of 5. Well, that's it for today, and I'll catch you guys later.